Well, hey guys, I just want to say thanks for joining me. We're going to get into the Bible right away, looking in the New Testament in the book of First Timothy. This is one of Paul's letters that he wrote. He wrote two actually to Timothy, First and Second Timothy. Original names I know, but regardless, it's still good stuff. Paul was a missionary that God had sent all over the Mediterranean area, from Jerusalem all the way to Rome, possibly beyond that. But regardless, he was a major reason why the church exists today. God used Paul in miraculous ways to start churches all over the Middle East and into Western Europe, Eastern Europe. But regardless, God used him mightily. And one of the things that Paul did is he met this kid named Timothy, and he taught him. He invested heavily into Timothy, raised him up, and ended up leaving him Timothy in charge of one of the most important churches. And so he was a protege for Paul. That's an important thing to remember. So that's kind of the tone for this letter. This is almost like a father to his son. So let's dig in. Paul says, "When I left for Macedonia, I urge you to stay there in Ephesus and stop those whose teaching is contrary to the truth. Don't let them waste their time in endless discussion of myths and spiritual pedigrees. These things only lead to meaningless speculations, which don't help people live a life of faith in God. The purpose of my instruction is that all believers would be filled with love that comes from a pure heart, a clear conscience, and a genuine faith. But some people have missed this whole point. They've turned away from these things and spend their time in meaningless discussions." Guys, let me just tell you, these meaningless discussions are easy to do. I got caught up in them all the time when I was younger. I really enjoyed talking about the things of God. I would get in conversations with atheists. I would get in conversations with Mormons, with Jehovah's Witnesses. And man, almost always, I could whip them, so to speak. I won the debate. But let me just tell you, I never won a soul. I never led anyone to Christ when I was doing that. The reason is because the conversation mattered more. I didn't have what Paul's talking about. I didn't have love from a pure heart for the person that I was doing. I didn't have a clear conscience because I was out to win. It was a fruitless conversation. It was a waste of my time. It was a waste of theirs, and I doubt that it helped. Maybe it did. I don't know. I haven't seen any of these people in many years now, so who knows? But the odds are really good that it was a collective waste of time. That's what Paul's talking about to some extent. He's saying that these situations where we engage in conversations, we need to remember the point. The point's a big deal. What is the point? Always Jesus Christ. It's always about him. It's about introducing people to him. It's about telling them who he is and what he's done for us. That is something we can do because we want this person that we're talking to, through the love that we have for them because of what Jesus Christ has done for us, we're able to love everyone. And guys, I just want to encourage you, just take the time, care for that person. You want to win the person, not the argument. So learn from my mistakes. And so dig into that, dig into God, abide in him every day, all day. Look for those opportunities to have conversations, and then remember the point. So don't forget, it's all about Jesus. So I will see you guys next time. As always, I love you. If you need anything, please contact me. If you just need to talk even, I can listen. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.